You've heard James say it a million times. Respect the polygon. At Weather Call, we make the polygon better. We call, text, or email you so you'll always know when you're in danger. No matter who you are, there's a Weather Call solution right for you. Check us out at weathercallservices.com.
This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 29th of March. I'm James Spann. It's a cold start, but a big weekend warm-up ahead. Most of you will be in the low 80s by Sunday. And then a chance of some strong storms in here Tuesday and Tuesday night of next week. So let's talk about it. Here's the situation this morning. We have a trough axis east of the state off the Atlantic coast, a northerly flow aloft, a northwest flow aloft, and a very dry air mass in place. It's a radar composite around the nation early this morning. Got some rain on the upper Atlantic coast. Much of the country is dry. The temperatures are in the mid-30s in some of the colder pockets. In fact, look at Aniana. They're at 30 to start today. They've actually got a light freeze this morning. 34 for Gadsden and Jasper. 35 for Haleyville. 36 for Pell City. 37 for Sylacauga. And again, a little bit of patchy frost in those colder pockets. Mostly 40s in South Alabama. Montgomery at 40, mid-40s for Mobile and Dothan. There's the watch warning map for today. Some wind issues back in the southwest U.S. Flash flood watches for the upper New England coast. And maybe some strong storms today between Des Moines and Chicago. There is a marginal risk of severe storms there. Tomorrow, no severe thunderstorms expected. And then on day 3, which is Sunday, we have a marginal risk from the Corn Belt over to the parts of West Virginia and Ohio. Let's keep going. This is day 4, which is Monday. And we now have an enhanced risk defined for places like Tulsa, up into southeastern Kansas and central Missouri. The larger risk extends from central Texas over to about Cincinnati. And again, this is Monday and Monday night. And then Tuesday and Tuesday night, a risk of severe storms defined from North Alabama over to the middle Atlantic coast around Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. In Alabama, that risk on Tuesday and Tuesday night is basically for about the northern third of the state, for areas north of Birmingham. And we'll take a look at all the new modeling on this in just a second. Here's a look at the rain for the next 7 days, and the bulk of this for us will be that one event Tuesday and Tuesday night. Rain amounts for the northern half of the state, 1/2 to 1 inch, under 1/2 inch in South Alabama. So, model fans, the GFS, this is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Again, got the trough off the Atlantic coast, northwest flow aloft, and a really nice day today. Nothing but sunshine, that cobalt blue sky. And after a cold start, we'll be up in the middle 70s today. Tomorrow, as the Easter weekend continues, a sunny day. We'll be in the mid to upper 70s. There could be some low 80s in South Alabama. And then on Easter Sunday, everybody will likely exceed 80. Warmest Easter in several years. Sky partly to mostly sunny. So this is Monday. We're still very warm and dry. The high's 80 to 85. We have a surface low under 1,000 millibars that's over southern Kansas, and south and east of that surface low, there could be severe storms. North and west of the surface low, snow. Denver, up into parts of Wyoming, South Dakota, northern Nebraska. So this is Tuesday, the main surface low near Detroit, with a secondary surface low forming over Mississippi. This is the European on Tuesday, very similar. Got the surface low a little farther south, the main one up north of Cincinnati, and a secondary surface low that's over Louisiana. And then Tuesday night, that secondary low is coming through South Alabama, with the main surface low near Cleveland up north. We'll check the instability, and the one thing with this event, the air is going to be unstable. Whereas with the last one, we had no instability, we had no severe storms. This will be different. Temperatures will likely reach 80 on Tuesday. And the question is, what about the dynamic support? And again, the better dynamics should be a little north of here. And again, with a surface low over South Alabama, you really want to see that surface low near Memphis for a classic severe weather look. But again, this is an event Tuesday and Tuesday night. We're talking Friday. This is still several days out. Trying to define the specific threat at this point it's just a challenge, but no doubt there could be some strong storms, maybe severe. But the better organized severe storms will be attached to the surface low farther north, the one that's up around Cleveland. And again, if you look at the risk, you see the risk runs up into Kentucky and parts of West Virginia, back over to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And the better dynamic support will be up in that region. But again, the air will be very unstable down here. So again, SPC's got that northern third of the state and a risk Tuesday night. Once we get within 60 hours, we'll have a much better look at the situation. And on Wednesday, it's all by. We're much cooler. The high Wednesday dropping back in the 60s with a north flow. Thursday will be a sunny day. Now, Thursday morning, we might see some frost again, much like this morning. And again, that's Thursday morning, April 4th. And again, I always tell people wait until April 15th to plant for things like this. And this is a week from today. This is Friday, the 5th of April. Got a big trough in the western states. But again, for us, we're dry and mild with highs around 70 most likely. So all of next week dry except for that thunderstorm event Tuesday and Tuesday night. Let's go out 10 days. This is Sunday, April 7th. And again, we've still got ridging here, and we are still dry with highs in the 70s. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean, a little under 2 inches between now and the 12th of April. Here's a look at temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. There's the big weekend warm-up. 81 now, Easter Sunday. 82 Monday, 80 on Tuesday. And then we drop to 64 Wednesday after the storms. And again, notice lows sitting around 40 on Thursday morning. That's when the colder pockets could see some frost, much like this morning. And then we bounce back in the 70s by that following weekend. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for April 5th through April 11th. Temperatures around here would be above average if this verifies. So the eclipse, a week from Monday, the eclipse is April 8th, and this is the path of totality. And really, if you want to see this, you need to be in the path of totality. And around here, no doubt, we're going to have a good partial eclipse. And for example, I just picked Birmingham here. 86% of the sun will be obscured at the max. That will be at 2 o'clock. It begins at about 12:40. The max is at 2 o'clock, and it's over at around 3:15. But even at 86%, if you didn't know it was happening and you're driving down the road, you probably won't notice it. As the graphic says here, the sky will still be bright. So to really get the effect, you need to be in that path of totality. And of course, for those that are taking the time to travel into that path, which runs from Texas up through Arkansas, Missouri, up into parts of Indiana, Ohio, the question is, what about the weather? Well, let's take a first look at this. So this is coming off the European ensemble. This is ensemble output. You don't want to look at deterministic stuff. This is the probability of cloud cover greater than 50%. And you want to see the shades of blue and green here in the path. And quite frankly, that doesn't look good. In fact, Texas and Arkansas, the chances are pretty high that there'll be some decent cloud cover there. At the moment, it looks like your better chance of having a shot at a clear sky might be in the northern part of this path, Ohio up into northern New England. But again, this is a very preliminary look. And again, this will change. I'll assure you of that. But again, if you want to look at these maps, look at the ensemble output like this. And it's coming off the European. We'll keep you updated. Nice sunset on the Gulf Coast last night. A lot of folks down there on spring break, including these two dogs watching that nice sunset. That was from Dauphin Island, but very nice sunset for everybody yesterday. Headed down to Marion, Alabama this morning. Perry County Breakthrough Charter School. It's a great school. Looking forward to seeing my friends down there. Tomorrow it's a book signing. We are in Moulton. I was actually in Moulton yesterday at Moulton Middle School. Love coming to Lawrence County. We're going to be at the Grind Coffee Shop, the local grind between 9:30 and 12:30 on Lawrence Street. We're going to have a ton of fun. We have so much fun at these things. We'll have all the shirts and the hats and, of course, the books, our kids' books, the Benny and Chipper series, The Wonder of Thunder, Prepared Not Scared. And then we'll have All You Can Do Is Pray. That's the book about the generational tornado outbreak of April 27, 2011. and weathering life. It's kind of a story of my life, which has been an interesting journey. So come see us, Molten, tomorrow from 9:30 until 12:30. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.